Paramedics and EMTs are making the 40-hour drive from Hayward to South Florida. On Tuesday night, 2 strike teams prepped and packed ambulances from Falck, the 911 ambulance provider for Alameda County.
It could be anything from aiding evacuations, taking over the ambulance transport for a community that's hard hit, or but they'll receive an assignment when they arrive.
The managing director, David Torres, said when he polled for volunteers, more than 100 offered to go.
It shows how resilient they are. I think their daily work is tenuous and stressful and busy, but they're willing to drop everything.
Last Friday, PG&E deployed teams from Sacramento to Georgia so they could respond to Hurricane Helene. Earlier this week, crews headed to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
This response for PG&E is actually record-breaking. We are sending more than 400 crew members and personnel over to the East Coast, and that is the largest number of mutual aid we have sent to a disaster.
On Wednesday, 2 more San Francisco Fire Department search dogs were deployed to assist with Hurricane Milton. Bosco and Riva are trained to find victims and people in need.
It's something you never thought you'd see. It's like the end of the world, right, in some ways.
Former Menlo Park Fire Chief Harold Schapelhoman was part of a water rescue team who spent 30 days responding to Katrina.
I mean, you really couldn't stay clean, and we actually at some point quit shaving because if you cut yourself, you had a higher tendency to get an infection. And based upon the areas we were working in, the water was so polluted.
Schapelhoman has responded to roughly 20 hurricanes in his career with FEMA urban search and rescue teams. He says the crews still on the way will have a critical role to play in the response long after Milton is gone.
What we do today is, and you can see it, is we try and get on either side of the hurricane so that we're not in it, but we're close. And then as it goes through, it's almost like a football play. That runner or that hurricane goes through, and then you come in right behind it.
In the South Bay, Lauren Martinez, ABC 7 News.